Hi guys, happy Halloween. I'm getting ready to make my spiritual bath, and I like to do this on my stove, and I have this little cauldron pot. It's really a cast iron pot, and it's by Lodge, if y'all are wondering. It does come with a top. I got this for a Christmas gift from my mom a couple years ago. So I have all my herbs in this bowl that I'm going to be using, and while this heats up, I'm going to show you guys what I have. Okay. So I have some rosemary from my garden, some lavender, I have some parsley, because this is going to be a protection and positive energy. All these herbs. I have sweet basil, and then I have mint, and I also have some fresh ginger that I'm going to throw in there, as well as some dried roses or rosebuds. That's going to bring in love, energy, protection, healing, all the good stuff that you want to bring in the new year with. That's what I'm going to do, because All Hallows Eve is for the new year for witches. So I also have this Palo Santo that I'm going to cleanse all my area, my working area with. And I do have a working candle going on my stove. So I'm going to light this and kind of cleanse my herbs and bless my herbs in my area before I put them in my cauldron. Okay, so you put your intentions into the herb and what you want the spiritual bath to do. Okay, so I'm putting in a lot of my energy for love, prosperity, positive energy, banishing the negative, bringing in the positive. Okay, and you can use sage if you don't have, whatever you use to cleanse. Go ahead and use that. I'm just doing. It smells really good too, the Palo Santo. So I'm just cleansing my area so that when I create this in my kitchen, the energy is good. Okay. I'm going to put some over my water. Okay. Get that energy in there. Okay. So I'm going to put in my rosemary first. And you don't want to boil this, you just want to have it simmering. Because you've got to steep it kind of like a tea to get all the good plant extracts and oils. And you can kind of break up or smash the leaves a little bit to get the juices and the oils out. And I'm going to put that was basil that I put in. I put my lavender. I'm going to put my mint. Just going to break it up. There was some basil leaves. I'm going to put some parsley. Put my parsley in there. And I'll have another rosemary. And this is going to make your whole house smell so good. I'm going to put my ginger root in there. I'm just going to drop it in there whole like that. I have a lot of extra parsley, which I'm probably going to use. Get all that good energy. So then I have my rosebuds I'm going to put on the top. Bring in that love energy, beauty. Okay. So this is what we should have. Excuse me. So now that this is here, you're going to put your intention again into the pot with all the ingredients. You're going to put love, prosperity, protection, peace, you know, for a good new year. So I'm going to go ahead and give this a stir, and then we'll come back and check on it later. I have this on low medium, just to simmer. So I'll be right back. Okay, you guys, so it's been simmering for about 30 minutes, and I'm gonna actually let this simmer a lot longer than that. I just want to show you guys how it should look up after about 30 minutes. The house smells really fresh and herby. It smells very good. I love that smell. Okay, so and as you can see, the water is getting darker. I don't know if y'all can see that. It's almost turning a brownish color, and that's what you want. That's all the good plant extract and oils getting into the water, which is the purpose of steeping and kind of brewing and letting this sit here and simmer. You're getting all the beneficial things and the spiritual essences out of the plant. So this is going to make a really good herbal bath, a good spiritual bath for tonight. I like to do this on Halloween, All Hallows Eve, just to bring in the new year with positivity and stuff like that. I've made herbal baths before, and I've used mostly dried herbs and just a few fresh herbs, but this year I wanted to go all fresh, and I wanted to use a lot of stuff that I grew in my garden, and I also wanted to use ginger, because last year I did not use ginger. And this is you know, symbolic as well. I want to use this for energy. I want more energy this year. I'm getting ready to move. And also healing as well, from spiritual healing, you know, and cleansing, because, you know, I am a reader and I do lots of readings. So it's very good to, very important to cleanse a lot when you're a reader. And you also do client work. It's very important that you cleanse yourself a lot. So this is going to be I'm going to make this batch and bottle it. And I'm going to use some, you know, every time I need to cleanse. I'm going to use some tonight as well. But this will be going into my stash so that I can use this weekly. I'm going to add some preservative to this as well, so it can keep maybe some Florida water and some rose water as well to the jar after it's cooled. I'm not going to add it to the pot because I don't want the alcohol in this pot. I'm going to add it to the jar of the steeped water after it has cooled. So it's going to be very fragrant as well. And hopefully I can show you guys the process of how I'm going to create that. I think this is steeped. I'm going to turn this on lower and let this just sit for a while. Yeah, so I'm going to let this sit for about a couple of hours while I do another video for you. Because I have lots of videos today that I need to, well, maybe 2 videos. I want to show you guys how to do some other stuff as well for the holiday, for, you know, you can do this for any time actually. I'm just showing you guys today because I like to do this on the new year. I'm going to make you guys some incense. I'm going to show you guys how to do some other stuff, so y'all check out that other video. Unless I put it all in one video, then this will just be a long video, okay? I haven't figured out what I'm going to do, but it is coming, so stay tuned. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the next thing while this finishes. You can keep putting your energy into this as you stir. Make sure, you know, you're always going for good. You're going clockwise, you know. And I'm just kind of pushing them down in here, but if you're going to actually give this a stir, make sure you go clockwise, okay? For that good energy. And make sure all the leaves and the herbs are below the water so that all that good oil can seep into the water. I also want to show you guys, I'm making also a tea to drink. I have this type of teapot, and I put similar herbs into it. Mint, as you can see that. I have mint, basil, and I have the ginger sliced up in there. And I'm just going to let this seep as well, and I'm going to add some honey to it when I drink it. And this is also going to be a good tea for tonight as well. Take the tea before or after your herbal spiritual bath, because you're going to cleanse the inside as well as the outside. So, and if you're like, this is not going to boil over because I have it on low, but if you stick your wooden spoon on top of any pot that you're, cooking, it'll prevent it from boiling over. That's just a good cooking tip in general. So, this is smelling really good. Oh my gosh. So, and like these cast iron pots, these are really good cauldrons if you can't find like a real witch's cauldron in your area with the feet on it or the legs. These little camping lodge cauldrons are perfect. They come with a top like that, and then a nice handle, so you can cover them if you don't want. If you really want the steam to stay in there, you can cover this, which is probably what I'm gonna do. So none of that goodness escapes. I'm gonna keep that there, and I'm gonna have it on almost low. And I'm gonna leave this, and I'm going to go and do something else while all this seeps and marinates and gets really good for tonight. Okay. So, let's see. Oh, y'all want to check out my t-shirt? Y'all have to check this out. It's, let me stand back. It's Freddie Jackson or Michael Kruger. Y'all, I saw this on Facebook. Let's see. Yeah, I saw this on Facebook and I had to get it. I mean, it was advertising at this t-shirt company, and this was the t-shirt that was advertised, and I just had to buy it, y'all, because I love me some Freddie and I love me some Michael. So, best of both worlds right here. So, happy Halloween, you guys. Y'all stay tuned for my other videos, and I do have like a little mini witch haul, thrift haul. So I think I'm gonna put it all in this video just because it's Halloween, Alright. Hi you guys, happy Halloween. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to make some incense for tonight, for Halloween, or any time this season. It's a good winter and fall incense to burn for protection and things like that. And I'm also going to show you guys how to do a hoodoo oil lamp. But first I'm going to have a cup of tea. I have been steeping this tea for a while. It's made with fresh herbs, and it has mint, basil, it has some ginger in it that I made because I was making my spiritual bath, and I used some of the herbs to make a tea. And then I have some honey at the bottom of my cup to sweeten it up. And oh my gosh, I'm gonna go ahead and pour it. Let me just point the camera down so you guys can see what I'm doing. I'm gonna go ahead and pour it and have plenty for later. So it's a nice golden color. And since I did not bring any spoons with me, I'm gonna stir this up with my cinnamon stick and kind of let that stay in there. Give it some cinnamon flavor as well. So let's see how it tastes. That's really good. It's really good. Okay, so I'm gonna put my teapot over there. Okay, so first of all, you guys, let me point you back up so y'all can see me. Oh, y'all can see my dirty kitchen. Ugh. Like, that is not attractive. It's not really dirty. I'm in there making stuff. I'm being a kitchen witch this morning. Okay. So let's get into the video. Okay, so I have a little mini thrift haul, and I'm sorry the lighting is not good in here. This is my dining room. So look what I found at the thrift store. This little cute brass mini cauldron, and this is only 99 cents. Can you believe that? I scored big time, didn't I? So it looks like this was, it doesn't look like it was used for incense or anything, because it doesn't look like it was used at all. I'm trying to see what it says at the bottom. Can't really make it out. It says copper. This might be copper. Okay, never mind, it's copper. So this is really good for, you know, energy and vibration. If you want to charge herbs in here, if you want to charge things in here on your altar, stones or whatever, the copper is really good. So I might use this to charge things with, like my herbs. I don't want to use it to burn anything because it's so pretty. So this will be a good, like, charging cauldron for your altar to place objects in, to charge. So next, I picked up these 2 brass candlesticks with these like spiral shapes, which I love because the energy of a spiral is just like very strong. So I picked up 2 of them. They were $2.99 each. They were, I think, made in India. So these are going to probably go on one of my altars when I move. I could not pass those up. I hate buying stuff right before I move, but I could not pass those up. I just couldn't. The next thing I picked up was this cute skeleton scarf. It's like a bandana. And I might put this on my dog tonight as his costume. I'm not sure, but I couldn't pass that up for $1 either. Okay, so that's basically all I got. I did pick up a bunch of candles and supplies from another store. But basically it's just candles and Florida water. And I did get an incense burner, but I have one already and you've seen it before. It's the exact same. So let's get started on this Hoodoo lamp. So this lamp, my mom gave this to me. It's an antique, I think. I don't know where she got it from. She just gives me stuff every weekend because she loves to thrift and antique. So I've had this for a couple of years. I've never used it. It's empty. So it has a little dust on it. And before you start any type of spiritual work, you need to cleanse. So I'm going to cleanse this hoodoo jar that I'm going to make. I'm going to cleanse the glass on it with Florida water. You can just remove the glass, give it a good wiping, and just get all that energy off of it that's been on there for years and years. Plus it smells so good. And then I'm going to clean the bottom as well with my Florida water. This stuff smells so good. Okay, so just going to wipe. Let's get all. I just want to wipe it on myself. Okay. Alright. So now that that is done, you're going to untwist the cap, and it should have a wick on it. You can also make these with a mason jar if you have a wick. You can go to any antique store and probably find these things. I picked up some, my mom actually gave me this too because she gives me a lot of stuff. This ultra pure paraffin lamp oil. It helps the oil burn clean. So this goes in last, but you're going to get some herbs that you want to put in the lamp. So if you're going to do this for love, you're going to get herbs that are meant for love. And you want money, you're going to do a money one. If you want protection, you're going to do protection herbs, okay? So since Halloween is the new year for witches, I'm going to be putting in some peace, protection, love, and prosperity and luck. So I have my herbs here. I'm just going to go ahead and point this camera down. Y'all can see what I'm doing. Okay. So I have my herbs here. I have some lavender, basil. This is for something else. Pumpkin seeds, rosebuds, and cinnamon. Okay. And I'm not going to use the whole cinnamon stick. I'm just going to break it up. Okay. So what you're gonna do is you're going to put, I'm just gonna put this in the center so you guys can see kind of what I'm doing. Let's get this camera angle correct. Okay. All right. What you're gonna do is put in your herbs. That's the lavender, and this is the basil, some rose buds, a cinnamon, half of a cinnamon stick, a few pumpkin seeds. So this is a good one to burn. It has everything in it. This is like an all-in-one protection, peace, love, prosperity, and luck. Okay, so you're going to put your intention in here. If you want to write a petition and stick it in there as well, you can write it and stick it underneath the lamp, or you don't need a petition at all. This could just be, you know, all mental. So I'm not going to put all of these in there because I'm going to make an incense as well with the same ingredients. But this is also good to do on Halloween, because if the lamp symbolizes, you know, lighting the way back for your ancestors, energy, and all that kind of good stuff as well. So now you're going to pour in your oil. Now you can also pour in some spiritual oils that you might have if you like. At this time, I'm not going to put any oils in it. I'm going to just put this one in there because I want it to be a really clear oil with just the herbs. Don't want any color to it. Okay, so this is what we have, and I think you can get this for like $6 at Walmart, y'all. This oil, I think it's in the candle section or something like that. So now that you have this, you put your intention in there, and you kind of stick the wick back in, twist it. Okay, we're gonna get this together. Here we go. Bam. Okay, so your flame is lit. Let's put this over it. Protection. And here we go. This is your Hoodoo oil lamp with herbs for your intention. You can put this on your ancestor altar, your altar, on the fireplace and the mantle of your house to, you know, protect your home. You can do a home protection or a home cleansing. It's whatever you like. And you just kind of twist this little thing to put the wick up, or you can pull it up with some pliers or tweezers or whatever. But yeah, that's basically the intention of this little twisty thing. I don't think it's working on this case. Oh wait, never mind, it is. To push it up. There we go. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm going to come back in a few minutes and show you the results of my spiritual bath. So, okay, you guys, let's see how it looks. Whoa. Very steamy in there. Okay, so let's see if I can zoom you in so you can get a good look at those herbs. Yes. Okay. I think this is simmered long enough, and I'm going to turn it all the way off and let this cool. It's probably going to take a couple hours to totally cool off, and then I'll probably, you know, drain this and get the water. I might leave some of the herbs in, but not all of them, just a few to kind of strengthen it. But look how dark this water is, you guys. Let me get a clear glass so you guys can see the color of this. See how dark it is? That's good. That's how you want it. Okay. It smells so good. So I'm just gonna let this cool off and strain this later on and get my spiritual bath all jarred up and ready for tonight. And also I'm going to save some for the weeks to come as well, for my weekly cleansing. And you can do this too if you're really empathic, or you get a lot of people, you know, coming to you with issues, and you know, if you have like a lot of people that come to you at work for issues, this will cleanse you as well of their energies from sticking to you or affecting you. If you do a lot of spell work, clients, this will also help you get rid of some of that energies that you know, come along with doing that type of work. So this is good for every witch to have. You don't have to make this in a cauldron. You can use a regular pot if you don't have it, but I like to use my cauldron for this. I only use this cauldron for spiritual things. No food ever has gone in here. So, well, food has technically gone in here, but not to eat, okay? This is my brewing cauldron for magical purposes only. So, yes, if you want to make your own, I will list the ingredients that I put in here in the description bar, so you guys can go ahead and make your own. So thank you guys so much. I'm going to be back with my incense, on how to make incense. All right, see you guys in a few. Okay, you guys, so we're gonna make the incense. I thought I started the video, but I didn't. But I'll tell you what's in here. Cinnamon stick, bay leaf that I tore up, rosebuds, lavender, and a few pumpkin seeds, and a nutmeg that I've already kind of broken. It was a whole nutmeg. You can use nutmeg powder. And I'm also going to throw in some basil as well for protection and prosperity. And it smells really good. So this is the incense that we're making for tonight. And you can also use this in a lot of spell work as well, for protection, an abundance, drawing in abundance and attraction. So we're going to grind this up really good to almost a powder. Okay, and this is going to be a rough mortar and pestle that you're going to be using, not the smooth one. So let me go ahead and do this. And okay, you guys, so this is the result of grinding it up into almost a very fine powder. This is going to be your incense. So it smells so good. You can add other herbs in there if you like. This is the mixture that I like. So good. So I suggest you, if you're going to use the pumpkin seeds, to grind those up first alone, because they're harder to grind up in the mix. So try to grind those first, and then maybe the nutmeg, and then the cinnamon, and then add your other ingredients. So that will make it a lot easier. Okay, so now that you have this mix, you can put it into a little container, a jar, or whatever you're going to store it in. I didn't make too much because I just made enough for probably, you know, a week. So this is, where's the camera? This is how much I have. And you can label it and put the lid on. But if you want to go ahead and burn it, I'm going to show you guys. You can use any type of incense burner, or you can light a charcoal or use incense powder and then put your incense on top of it. I'm going to go ahead and use this money incense powder, since I am drawing in the prosperity for the new year. I'm going to go ahead and ignite this money powder incense. If you don't have this, use a charcoal, or just sprinkle this over a cone incense. It will also be fine. So let me get this ignited. There we go. And then you'll just put, once you get it going, just sprinkle a little bit of the other incense over it. smells so good. I smell that cinnamon already. Now, if you put too much cinnamon, your house is going to start to smell like Christmas instead of Halloween. So be careful not to add too much cinnamon. Okay? And then you could just place your little thing over it like that and put it somewhere. I'm going to leave mine off for a while just to get it going, and I need the air to hit it. So, yes. There we go. Okay, so you can put this on your ancestor altar, your own altar, wherever you want this to be, to bring in the prosperity for the new year. You're good to go. Okay, so thank you guys so much. I'm going to show you guys the results of my wonderful spiritual bath in a few minutes. So let's go check. Okay, guys, I'm getting ready to pour in and strain my spiritual bath that I've been working on all day, and it's cooled down a lot. And I'm just going to strain it here. And you want to get all the juices out, so kind of just push through and squeeze the herbs. Squeeze all the good oils and juices out for your bath. Oh, it feels nice and warm, but it's cooled down enough to touch. And then if you want, you can leave your ginger in, which is what I'm going to do to strengthen it. And I'm just going to be right back with putting these away. Okay. And now that this is done, you're going to be able to bottle this as well. This is how it looks. It's a dark color, which is good. And so you're going to find a jar or a bottle and go ahead and put that in there. That's what I'm getting ready to look for. Okay. Scoop this out with like a cup and just transfer it. And there's a few herbs still floating around, and that's okay. Okay. So then you just top it up. And now you have your spiritual bath. You can put this in your bath water, or you can pour it over your head in the shower and stuff like that. So it's however you want to use this. And I'm going to add Florida water to it. So just 1 second, you guys. So you guys, I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of this Florida water to it as well to give it that really nice aroma. And stir it up clockwise, of course. And then I'm going to label it. I'm going to make a couple of more batches and then label it. I don't think I'm going to label this one since I'm going to use it right away. And I just use an old Del Monte jar that I cleaned out and cleansed. So this is your spiritual bath. This would be really good to do on Halloween. I know a lot of you celebrate Dia de los Muertos, All Souls Day, All Saints Day, Halloween, Samhain. So whatever you celebrate, all three, all four, just one, this will be really good for a cleansing, protection, and prosperity bath for the new year. Okay. So thank you guys so much. I hope that you enjoyed this long Halloween video that I did, and I hope that if you're new, you subscribe and also comment about what you think. What are y'all's plans for this evening? What do you plan to do? What's your Halloween tradition? Are you doing any spells tonight? Are you a new witch and this is your first Halloween as a witch?
let me know, because
Okay,
I'm always
guys, so I
curious.
put the remainder of my spiritual bath in here and added some Florida water. So this is just one of those gallon wine jugs. I think it's a gallon, I think. And then I'm going to go and actually charge my incense in my new copper cauldron after cleansing it. And that will be the conclusion of my little Halloween rituals that I do during the day before the kids get home for trick-or-treating. I do have one spell to do for a client, and then I am done for the evening, and then I'm going into celebration mode. And that's basically it. So thank you guys so much for watching. And I probably said this already, but have a good Halloween. How do y'all like my makeup? So, I thought I'd let y'all take a sneak peek before I head out.